My birthday is coming up and I want a cake. Not just any cake, but a chocolate cake. So we're going to try a little twist. I'm going to make it in a slow cooker, and I want a nice cream cheese frosting in the middle. So let's get started. So here's our slow cooker. We'll get that at the ready. And let's go over and make our cake. I could make it from scratch, but I was kind of in a hurry, so that's just a chocolate cake mix. And to that, we're going to put 1.5 cups of milk. And right now I'm thinking, dummy, you should have got a bigger bowl. I'll make this work. We also need 1/2 cup of oil. Because this isn't one of those instant ones. You still got to add all the stuff. And of course 2 eggs. So there you go. And you know what we got to do here? You got to give her a beat for a couple minutes till it's nice and smooth. Until it looks, something like that. Now it is really gooey and runny. It's not a very thick batter. And you can see here how it's a little runny, so that has me a bit concerned. But not too much, because I'm following the damn directions. It should be okay. So let's get that over to our slow cooker. First we're going to spray her up, because I don't want it sticking. And in goes our batter. Of course you want all the batter out. I think of my mother all the time. My mother and grandmother would make sure that when you got the bowl to lick, there wasn't much left, believe me. They got everything into the pan. Okay, so there you go. That is our cake. We'll put the lid on it. We're going to put it on for a slow cook. This is at the hour mark, and you can see how runny it is. A little concerned, but it is a slow cook, so we'll see. This is 2.5 hours, and it is starting to firm up, so I got good vibes about this. This is now 4 hours, and I think we're going to poke her with a toothpick and see. It's pretty close. I think we're going to give it another 20 minutes-ish and come back at it. So there you go. Let's grab another toothpick. This is 4.5 hours into the cooking process. Smells good. You can see the steam coming off the batter. That looks pretty cool. Alright. Let's set that aside. We're going to let the pot cool so I can handle it. Well, here we are about an hour later. Let's get this out of the pot and onto a wire rack. And look at that, it came out almost perfect. I'm thrilled. So we'll flip it upside down, only to realize that I got the damn rack upside down. So let's kind of pull that away and fix it. And there, and that's the proper way it's supposed to now. So we're going to let that sit for a few hours to really cool down before we ice it. Okay, that was the easy part. Now we gotta ice this cake. So here's a bowl, and to that we're gonna throw in 1/2 stick of butter and 1/2 package of cream cheese that's room temperature. This one's all nice and crumbly. Not so sure I like that. So what I got And here's our mixer, and we're going to mix all this together ever so carefully on low until it's all combined. That looks about right. But you can't quite get at it, so of course I had to go get a spatula. Alright. Next up, we need a measuring mug. And to that, we are going to put a cup and a half, if I don't make too big of a mess, of icing sugar. One cup. And about a half. Yeah, we're good. I mean, you know, give or take. And I hardly made a mess on the table, so I'm pretty happy with that. And this is going to be a teaspoon-ish of Abby's vanilla extract. And now we carefully mix. Beater's off into the sink, and we're going to set this aside and bring out our star. Got a plate I think it'll fit on. And let's see, it seems to be nice and solid, so I don't think we're going to have a problem with icing it. However, I don't have one of those fancy cake cutting things, so I got to kind of eyeball this. Hopefully I can make it straight. Just a regular knife. Actually, I think it's a serrated knife. And so far so good. It hasn't fallen apart on me. I think we got it. Okay, well, not the evenest, but I have done worse. So that looks good. Let's put the top aside and let's ice this thing. So I've just grabbed a spatula and we're going to dump a good chunk of this on. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need. I'm not going to go all the way out to the edge because, of course, once I put the top on, it's going to mush down. Well, that looks good. Let's carefully bring the top over. I thought I was going to break it on the way over to the bottom, but we managed. It did not crack at all. And it's looking good. I mean, there's a little oozing out the side, but I think we can work on it. So here is our chocolate icing. Once again, I didn't make the cake, and I definitely didn't make this icing. Both were store-bought because, well, you know, I'm not the hugest baker, and I was kind of in a hurry. As I said before, we use what we've got, and this will still work out just fine. Now, with icing cakes, I've never been an expert. I watch it. It looks real easy till you actually do it. Now, I don't have a cake spreader on her either, so I just get to use a butter knife. Well, I don't know. By the time I'm done, it doesn't look that bad. I managed to get everything. The white inside icing didn't smear nearly as much as I thought. So once we clean up the plate, look at that. There's our cake. Beautiful chocolate cake. And it's all ready for dessert. Yum-o. Nothing says happy birthday like a nice chocolate cake. Oh yeah, and I need a candle on it too. And there you go. Happy birthday to me. That was fun. I enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. Listen, if you want, leave me a comment below. And if you feel like sharing this and any of my other videos, feel free to do so. If you haven't gotten around to it, hit the subscribe button and the bell, because that'll tell you the next time I upload a video. And as always, thanks for stopping by and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.